I think when it comes to all the spiritual stuff, you should just like look inside and listen to yourself and kind of joke and have fun with it. You know, I took it way too seriously during a time when I felt very serious. So just have fun with it, joke around with it, enjoy your life, your spirituality, whatever you end up doing. Be thankful for what you got, and trust the universe. Trust it. You know, trust it. It's easy to listen to all the paranoia in our head, but what are you doing? Your life is passing you by. When you're sitting there like, oh, this is, when you're like pissed off about shit, when you're angry, when you're doing spell work, and like, this person's way more important than you're giving them power. But maybe you need to. Maybe, it's not so bad being powerless. As the youngest, I was always like, okay, great. I was like I couldn't do anything anyways. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with being powerless. I had a very high power job, and I found out my fantasies were being powerless, and that's it. That was interesting. I was like, oh, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, I was always very in control, and in my fantasies or in what I ended up doing, I got completely out of control. It's all drama, it's all stage, it's all acting, any of the spiritual realms and all that kind of crap, man. It's another mask, it's another aspect, it's another part. We're a speck in the universe. So be the speck and know, okay, it's just not that serious. You can move on if you have to. You can stay with whatever you want to. You can taste whatever fruit, whatever, you know, piece of meat you want to taste. It's life. It's normal to be exactly who you are. And who cares if someone calls you a karmic and if you want to feel like a karmic? And, if you even believe in karma. Because why would you even want to punish yourself for that long? But maybe you do like it. Maybe you like the punishment. Maybe you're into it, and you're like, oh, I didn't know I was a sadomasochist. So, maybe you're into it and don't know. But yeah, that's what life is about. It's about exploring, having fun, you know, being your fucking self. People come, they go, life is fleeting. People are in our lives, and it sucks, especially when we love them. But fuck it. Enjoy your life. You're going to meet new people. You're going to enjoy it no matter what. No matter how hard it is, no matter how much somebody tries to break you down or you try to break you down, you could be broken. Who gives a shit if you're broken down? Who gives a shit if you're at the bottom? Who gives a shit if you're at the top? It's all the same in this beautiful, weird, quirky, fun life game called life. It's not a board game. You're feeling it. You're knowing it. There are people that like to control people. And it's like, okay, I know what you're doing. Some of us pick up on it. We're like, all right, we know your agenda. But at the same time, who cares? That's where they're at. I kind of respect people for where they're at. Like, all right, that's where you're at. You know, I respect them for how they feel about me, good or bad. I'm like, well, at least you're fucking honest. At least this is your honesty in this moment. And I like that. I could appreciate that. Sometimes people, when you become spiritual, you see what people think about you, and that's okay. It wasn't what you thought. And it doesn't have to be. We all project our shit onto people. Everyone projects their stuff. But a lot of our projections are just mirrors. So, enjoy the ride.